Time now for First Alert Weather with meteorologist Rob Nucatola.
Well, good morning, everybody. We start our Wednesday with those temperatures way up in the 70s. I think we're going to see them climb way up into the 90s today, like we saw yesterday, officially 96 for a high. The key, as always, this time of year, we're going to get some showers. Some of us will, some of us won't. That's the unfortunate part of this kind of forecast. They're going to be those hit or miss haphazard showers. Some spots get them, some spots don't. The areas that don't sit in those mid-90s for lots of hours plus. Boy, is it ever going to be humid out there again today, and that's why we've got the heat advisory for parts of our area. It's for Jefferson County, Leon, Wakulla, Gadsden, Liberty, and to the west. Now, just because maybe your county isn't included in the heat advisory doesn't mean you can't have a high heat index, and that's going to be an issue everywhere. A lot of us are going to be up over 105. The heat advisory kicks in when it's expected to be up over 108. I wouldn't be surprised at all to find several spots not in the advisory getting some of those heat index values closer to 110, and that is dangerous, kind of hot and humid out there. So listen to your body, take breaks, get lots of cold water, find shade if you can, get into the air conditioning, especially during those peak hours in the afternoon, like 2, 3, 4, 5 o'clock when the heat is going to be the highest. Now, I don't see anything on the radar out there now, or haven't seen over the past couple of hours. I don't expect to find a lot this morning, and that's going to get these temperatures jumping. Right now it's 77 in Tallahassee, it's 75 in Valdosta, we're at 73 in Thomasville. Dew point temperatures in the low to mid 70s, so it's really humid outside. We'll be on the lookout for some fog, especially if the winds stay relaxed. And most of the area is really like 75 and up. Outside of Thomasville and Blakely, where it's 73 and 72, everybody else pretty much 75 to 79 this morning. I don't expect a whole lot of wind. If we do have a little breeze this morning, it's going to be more from the west. That's also a slight red flag for us, because usually west or northwest winds make it harder for the showers to get going. We'd like to see those winds come a little bit more from the southwest. Right now, I do see reduced visibility at the Tallahassee Airport down below 1 mile. In Quincy, it's 4 miles. And we're going to find more spots that pick up some of that fog this morning. Now, of course, the biggest heat is still way off to our west, and that's where all the real organized weather still is. For us, without any organized energy or any of those extra things, then I think the showers are kind of few and far between. Now, there should be some, but it's going to be one of those frustrating days where some areas get a couple of showers, some of us don't, and we may have to wait till 4, 5, 6 p.m. for it to happen. Hopefully, we'll start to see some of those earlier over the next couple of afternoons. Some areas can get those, but these are the kind of showers that once they develop, now we can track them, but it's really, really hard to figure out where they're going to start happening. So we'll watch, we'll see, we'll update. Please keep checking in with us. We'll have lots to talk about with that forecast. It's going to be real hot this afternoon. So we check the tropics. Got an area of disturbed weather still east of Bermuda. Same kind of setup. It looks like it's moving more towards the east and northeast, and it's got a chance over the next couple of days to develop. Maybe you heard something about this, how warm all the water temperatures in the Gulf of Mexico are. Some spots up over 90 degrees. Now, that actually happens most years, where we see the temperatures get warm into the 90s, but it usually happens into August, so it's a little ahead of schedule. There are no bits of energy out there right now that are going to be using this water to develop, but it's just something, one of those factors that we're always looking at as we watch the tropics throughout the season to see where those pieces of energy go and what kind of environments they're going to run into. The warmer the water, that usually is more conducive for development, but there's nothing out there right now. Now, as far as our Gulf forecast goes, we got winds from the west and southwest today, like 5 to 15. Seas maybe as high as 4 feet. It's 70s and 80s this morning. The rain chance is small. Let's put them at least 50-50 for the afternoon, but I think we're going to spend a lot of hours in the mid-90s. Tonight it's mid-70s. It stays muggy, and we're going to do it all over again tomorrow and Friday and over the weekend. That's a lot of the same in this forecast, and I think that's what we're looking for.